Today is Friday, December 4th, 2015, and the title of this rant will be Paul Ryan, Meet the New Boss, Same as the Old Boss, from the great hit from 1971, The Who, Won't Get Fooled Again. Of course, George Bush screwed that one up. And from their great album, As They're All Taking a Leak, Who's Next? Paul Ryan, the new sheriff in town, sporting a new beard, back on Morning Joe yesterday, basically saying, forget what happened in San Bernardino. We need to deal with the fact that people have been slaughtered in the streets by taking a look at mental health issues. But here's his new plan for the next session of Congress in 2016. Okay, same as the old shit that we've been hearing for a long time. Number one, we don't need to raise the minimum wage. Why not? Oh, because it's great as it is. In the meantime, every year that inflation goes up, people who are making minimum wage, their actual disposable income is going down. They don't care. We need to raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour. It's got to go. We've got to move on it right away. The second, let's see, what else does he want to do? He wants to Medicare is for older people, which I need to get on soon, is to give them vouchers. And what does that mean? Oh, here, we're not going to put you on anything. We're not going to have Medicare. We're going to give you this voucher, and then you go buy whatever health insurance you think is right for you. And guess what? We're never going to increase the amount of that voucher. So as time goes on, that voucher becomes less and less and less. So he's putting a screw to old people completely. What else does he want to do? He wants to decrease what? He wants to decrease the amount of money that we're putting into food stamps. He wants to decrease the amount of money that we're putting into education in poor areas. So he's basically saying to the poor people, again. So, but what does he want to do to help anybody out? Well, he wants to reduce taxes on the rich people, meaning those people who make, $250,000 or more. He wants to decrease their taxes by 10%. And of course, how's he going to pay for that? Oh, he's going to pay for that by not increasing the minimum wage, decreasing food stamps, decreasing education, decreasing Medicare vouchers. What else does he want to do that he could consider positive? Oh, these are things that are going to help the economy. Yeah, we create job creators when we give money back to the rich. Same thing when we let corporations. We want them to pay less. Now, not 14%. No, that's too much. We're only going to decrease it for them 10%. In the meantime, they got $2 trillion parked overseas because they don't want to bring it back to the United States because they're going to get taxed on it. So these are things that Paul Ryan wants to do. And he probably want to bring some type of amnesty where they could bring it back at like 10%, as opposed to whatever it was. I think he wanted to take it down from 35 to 25%. What else does he want to do? He wants to decrease Medicaid. He wants to put them into block grants. Block grants meaning that, we give all this money to the state in one lump sum. Here's your money, $1 billion. And basically, you don't really have to put it into Medicaid. You can do with it what you want. So state legislatures that are Republican governors, they can do with that stuff as they want. That's one of the reasons why we need a federal government. That's one of the reasons why we need to have oversight on all of this stuff. So that stuff that gets put out into some states is the equivalent to the same amount that goes out into other states. That states don't necessarily have as much control over that because this is being provided for by the federal government. Did I mention he wanted to raise the retirement age also? So when you have people like me, a white guy, chances are I still have a decent lifetime ahead of me. But for a lot of people who have been in physical labor categories for their entire life, people of color, that's not going to help them at all. Because even though for white people, their average age is going up, it's not going up for people of color, and it's not going up for people who are in, let's just say, blue-collar jobs. So he wants to screw with the minimum wage. He wants to raise the retirement age. He wants to what? give block grants to Medicaid to screw poor people and sick people. He wants to give Medicaid vouchers to screw old people. He wants to decrease the amount in food stamps. He wants to decrease the amount in educational funding to screw poor people. And remember, 22% of children in the United States right now are poor. Don't we want to give them the greatest advantages because we are the exceptional nation? In the meantime, what does he also want to do? Drop taxes on the rich and on corporate America. Lovely.